Let's go to Eden Prime. I think I remember what this is and kind of forgot to not to do it earlier. Oh, I can't remember, but Liara's coming with us. Kelly, why don't you join for? Why not? You know, I'll take Edie. Edie is ready.
Eden Prime. This is where it all began.
Where I'm Shepard began.
Where the Prothean beacon gave you the vision that warned us about the Reapers.
Eden Prime also marks Saren's first major attack with the Geth.
Yes. And now, with Cerberus here, Eden Prime's colonists are under attack again.
Seems like more than just 3 years ago.
Records indicate that you lost a squad mate on Eden Prime.
Yeah. Corporal Jenkins.
Does returning to the colony cause unpleasant memories?
Just one more reason to fight the Reapers.
I hope the motivation is effective.
Cerberus hit Eden Prime hard. Whatever they found here was worth a major offensive. There are survivors elsewhere on the colony, but they killed everyone near the dig site.
We'll avenge the people of Eden Prime, but our first priority has to be whatever Cerberus has found.
Understood.
Do you have any idea what
I
Cerberus
forgot
found?
I switched to this armor,
The
the
Alliance
collector
didn't get into
armor at
specifics
this
about
point.
what Cerberus has uncovered. Since the original dig site here contained a warning about the Reapers, it could be connected to the Crucible.
I'm bringing you in as close to the dig site as I can. No way we'll avoid detection, but you should have a few minutes.
Understood.
God,
Alright,
the helmet
everyone.
isn't on. I'd
Get
look
ready to move.
disgusting.
With luck, we can get to the dig site before Cerberus knows we're here.
Yeah, if I put my helmet on, they'll be like, "Oh my God, it's a collector! Run!" Like, no, it's just me. I'm Shepard. Like a fucking monster. I mean, I guess that's what it kind of is.
The area appears deserted.
Come on, let's see if we can find the dig site.
This was a beautiful colony once.
The colonists rebuilt after Saren's attack. It is likely they will rebuild again after Cerberus is defeated.
The city on Earth where I grew up was hard and dirty.
Gross.
I can see it as a war zone. Eden Prime doesn't deserve this.
Go up in fucking New York. Detroit?
Shepard, this Cerberus data could help the colonists still alive on other parts of Eden Prime.
How?
I can get this intel to Eden Prime's resistance. Maybe it will help them fight back against Cerberus.
Do what you need to do. Sylvania. Oh, God. He said colony, not
There's the elevator
shithole.
that leads to the dig site.
Good. Goddess, that doesn't seem possible. It's not a Prothean artifact, it's...
Wait, our new squad mate. I forgot that he was a thing.
You believe Cerberus has recovered the corpse of a Prothean unmodified by Reaper technology.
Cerberus hasn't uncovered corpses. This Prothean is alive.
You're right. That doesn't sound possible.
You saw Prothean stasis chambers in the archives on Ilos. The only reason those failed was a lack of power. Cerberus found this in an underground bunker. It still has power. He's been in stasis for the past 50,000 years, waiting for us. Think of what we could learn.
What can you tell me about the Protheans? The people, not the technology.
Given your experience with the Prothean cipher, you probably know as much about
Yeah,
them
you
as
were
I
in
do.
my head. It was fun.
The Prothean Empire spanned the known galaxy. They uplifted countless other species to help them join the galactic community.
By galactic community, you are suggesting that Protheans had a structure similar to the modern council.
Yes, exactly. Their cultural and artistic expression are actually quite close to those of the ancient Asari. And given their similar interests in helping other species, It's clear that they believed in interspecies cooperation.
They had an empire that spanned the entire galaxy. It's unlikely they did that just by playing nice.
Of course.
Think you'll
They
like
must have
my
had an
armor?
impressive military as well. Whatever the Protheans were, finding one alive represents an incredible opportunity.
Whatever he is, he's better with us than with Cerberus. Open the pod.
Of course. Cerberus damaged the life pod when they excavated it. The life signs are unstable.
Then let's get him out of there.
No, breaking open the pod would kill him. We have to find the command signal that ends the stasis mode. We also need to figure out how
my
to
penis
physically
needs
open
to
the
get
pod
out of
without
stasis
doing more
mode.
damage. Cerberus took over the labs nearby to research what they found at the dig site. That's likely our best bet.
Of course. I wouldn't just leave this here without a fight. I got my pistol. I'm holding it like it's an assault rifle. You're gonna be real scared to find out that I'm not a collector, but that I'm Shepard. Oh my god, I didn't think I was gonna hit that shot.
Let's get moving before more of them come back.
No, don't come on my back. Please. The only reason DK broke the rules for to give me Game Pass because he wanted to see me play Train Sim again so he could go to Pennsylvania. I broke that game to where I got stuck inside a fucking glass booth for the conductor. I couldn't get out. Welcome to Pennsylvania. Oh, God!
More intel to help the colonists. The more we find, the better chance they'll have.
No, shields didn't seem to help you. Head popped, but I look like I shot him in the body.
There. That lab found footage of the Protheans. Cerberus is studying it to figure out how to physically open the pod.
All of this again. Our new partner. Come on, green biotic.
Victory! Seal the bunker!
Acknowledged.
Kinda bad that I'm dressed like a collector when I did this mission, huh?
How many have we lost?
Reaper forces have destroyed approximately 300,000 life pods.
Third of our people.
Alert! North side bulkhead cannot be sealed. Hostiles detected.
Then all forces to the north.
My brain.
I think I can duplicate that to open the life pod.
You understood that?
You didn't?
No. All I saw was static. Cerberus was trying to make sense of it without success. The Prothean cipher you received on Pharaohs, it lets you see the images as a Prothean would and understand their language.
Yeah, sure.
Whatever it does, I saw the video. And how they sealed the life pods.
Perfect. Then we just need the signal they used to activate stasis mode.
Sure. And the remaining pod data. Just I looked into the void. I saw the numbers. Hi.
They were gunned down while having drinks and watching the game. This isn't a military stronghold. It's somebody's home.
It appears the Cerberus cared little for civilian casualties.
Of course they didn't. And when I gave him a collector ship, crazy. Or a base. Man, I'm a swell guy. Now I came back dressed as a collector to fuck their shit up. Edie's decoy freaking out trying to hump me. I can see everything. Collector. Oh God. I have to watch what they did.
Empire would fall. It won't. We will sleep here until the Reapers return to dock space. Then we will rise.
And non-stop fucking.
For the Empire.
For the Empire.
For the Emperor.
To your stasis pod. Victory. Broadcast the stasis readiness signal to all life pods.
And the refugees who have yet to reach the bunker.
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire.
Party! Running in.
You understood that one too?
Yeah. I've got the signal the Protheans used to activate stasis mode.
Excellent. Then we have everything we need to open the pod. Backup forces are here.
And they're unhappy. Getting fucked up since I upgraded the pistol and everything. We're too strong. And also because we could have done this like way earlier, but we didn't. That guy just wake up from a nap? What the fuck was he doing there? One dude just appeared in front of me. It's like, oh,
They
what's
have
going on?
retracted the bridge. We'll need to locate the controls.
No time. Let's find another way across.
Oh, let's just locate the controls. Why would you do this to me? But the controls! Think I know where to go? I have stronger pizza taste in my mouth now, so... I ate a slice of pizza. Trust a guy who has pizza breath. He's dressed like a collector. And he's got pizza breath. He's an animal. Thing that just takes me down, maybe? Jump. Aha. Make more sense, I guess. I just took the direct approach. Yeah, butt slide.
I'm transmitting the signal.
God, I almost hit back button to interact with. God fucking damn it. I think I would have gotten used to everything by now, but I still have faint issues of hitting the other game controls. I've been playing this for 3 hours. I haven't adapted yet. Like shooting fish in a barrel. Heard him. Oh, there he is. Work out for him. It's that fucking singularity just throwing him around. Oh, no. Not showing up to the party.
Looks like we've got a second to catch our breath.
Or set up preparations for the next wave.
Let's just catch our breath. Breathe into me a little.
Has the life pod entered stasis mode?
It should not be much longer. We should look for ways to hamper the enemy's approach.
I can lay down a singularity to block enemy access.
I'll just chill here. It's fine. Our guns are strong enough to shoot them with literally one hit if they don't have a shield.
Heavy mech inbound.
Yeah, and then there's that, and that's not even that big of a threat. Problem is, I'm out of ammo. No, I wanted you to decoy over there, not me. I know you're you. Found them. Not gonna be a good day for him, though. Good news, though, I found ammo.
There. You can open the life pod now.
Rip it open and ask him 1,000 questions as he just woke up.
There, you've got it. Goddess. It may take him some time to fully regain consciousness.
Just sees me in the collector arm. He's like, what the fuck?
Be careful, he's confused. Remember, it's been 50,000 years for us, but for him, it's only been...
A few minutes.
No.
Hello.
The bunker is falling. There is no other option.
There are pods online. Those soldiers are still alive.
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming empire.
God damn it.
Preparing neutron bombardment. Get to your life pod now.
Clarify.
Sensors are damaged. Automated reactivation is not an option. You'll remain in stasis until a new culture discovers this bunker. This may lead to a power shortage.
Do not shut off more pods. I need the few that are left.
Power needs will be triaged appropriately. You will be the voice of our people.
Ugh.
I will be more than that.
And he just sees me and he's like, what the fuck happened to people?
How many others?
Just you. You can understand me?
Yes. Now that I've read your physiology, your nervous system, enough to understand your language.
So you were reading me while I was seeing...
Our last moments. Our failure.
I saw what happened to your people. I know you must be grieving. But they died 50,000 years ago. My people are dying right now.
Shepard, whatever you did got Cerberus interested.
Asari. Human. Synthetic. This is not a good beginning.
It's not safe here.
Like, what
Will
the
you join
fuck?
us?
You fight the Reapers?
Yes.
Then we will see.
Touch hands? No? Okay. Fine. I don't really do the handshake much.
A living Prothean.
That's correct, Admiral. But he's not quite what we expected.
Commander, our scientists haven't had any luck in determining what the catalyst is. If the Prothean can help us construct
Like, you're
this
just
device,
building our
we need
secret
its
butt plug.
cooperation.
Understood, Admiral.
We're losing colonies faster than we can evacuate. We've never seen a force like the Reapers.
He has, Admiral.
Can he help us?
I intend to find out.
Good. Cerberus slipped up and gave us a new weapon. Don't let it go to waste. Hack it out.
Rather take a Krogan, but, you know.
Shepard, I need you down in the port cargo hold. It's about our new guest.
I'm on my way. What's the problem?
I've tried to make the room more accommodating, but they're not letting me talk to him.
Apologies, Doctor. Contact protocol with a new species. Assume hostility. We had to dust off the regulations.
But he's not new. I've spent my life studying Protheans.
We can trust him.
At ease. I don't think our guest will be a problem.
Really? Will you?
Will he?
Or whatever.
That depends on you. For a soldier facing the Reapers, I sense more confidence than fear. You believe you are winning.
What do you mean, you sense?
All life provides clues for those who can.
I mean, I'll believe I'm winning all the time.
Your DNA. Experience is a biological marker.
These generic nobodies out of here.
Then what exactly did I experience back on Eden Prime? That was a hell of a flashback.
The battle left its own mark on me. I communicated this to you. It can work both ways.
Like your beacons.
Yes. Which...
Oh god, not this again! Oh god!
You found one. You saw it all. Our destruction, our warnings. Why weren't they heeded? Why didn't you prepare for the Reapers, human?
It's Commander. And nobody could understand your warnings. The beacon nearly killed me.
Then communication is still primitive in this cycle.
Thank you.
We pieced
It
together
is.
what we could.
You should look at
Used
Twitter,
to stop
you'd
a
lose
Reaper
your
invasion
mind.
3 years ago.
Then the extinction was delayed.
Now we have your plans for the Crucible. We've started building it.
Crucible?
The weapon your people were working on. I'd hoped you could tell us how to finish it.
Well, you're wasting your time.
We never finished it. It was too late.
Then I take it you don't know anything about the catalyst?
No. I was a soldier, not a scientist. Skilled in one art.
Oh, did we get along?
Killing.
What was your mission?
Among my people, there were avatars of many traits. Bravery, strength, cunning. A single exemplar for each.
Which are you?
The embodiment of vengeance. I am the anger of a dead people, demanding blood be spilled for the blood we lost. Only when the last Reaper has been destroyed will my purpose be fulfilled. I have no other reason to exist.
Get out of here, other guys you could look like if you were to create Shepard.
Those who share my purpose become allies. Those who do not become casualties.
Then I'd say you found an ally. The goal of this ship is to wipe the Reapers from existence.
But how far are you willing to go to achieve that goal? Lies are easy to detect, but you seem to be telling the truth, Commander. For now.
Look at me. I've got a lot of ways to fucking stop him.
We found this at the dig site. I assume it belongs to you.
It is a memory shard.
Could it help us with the Crucible?
No. It contains only pain. But I will help you fight. And the last thing the Reapers hear before they die will be the last voice of the Protheans, sending them to their grave.
If you don't mind, I have a few more questions I'd like to ask.
Here it comes.
I've written over a dozen studies on your species. I've published in several journals that...
Amusing. Asari have finally mastered writing.
Aha.
I'm sorry?
Never mind. What do you wish to know?
I mean, I'm good. Princess just brought a knife in and started swinging it around.
Liara here would never forgive me if I didn't ask you. What was Prothean civilization like?
Yes, I've always wondered. What sort of government did you have, and can you tell me about your religious beliefs, or perhaps the...
We are dead now. What does it matter?
I'm sorry. Studying your history has been a lifelong passion of mine.
When I was born, our empire was already at war with the Reapers. The first thing I remember was seeing my planet on fire.
What was your civilization like before the Reaper attack?
We were the dominant race of our cycle. We ruled the galaxy.
Oh.
My studies indicated you were the only race engaged in space travel at the time. I always found that curious.
We were one empire composed of many subjects. All eventually called themselves Prothean.
Or now you could be farmer and adventurer.
They weren't given a choice.
Are you saying you enslaved the other species?
Any could oppose us if they wished. And if they had won, they would have ruled. Many tried. None succeeded.
I had no idea Protheans were so... severe.
It was by necessity. Very early we encountered the dangers posed by machine intelligence. They rebelled against us.
We've had the same problem. They're called Geth.
We could not allow the machines to surpass us. It was decided the only way to win was to unite all organic life.
And then you see he just wakes up and saw Edie, and he's like, what the fuck?
For a time, the Metacon War, we were turning the tide until the Reapers arrived. Then we understood machines had surpassed us long ago in ways we could never imagine.
Thank you for talking with me. I never imagined actually meeting a Prothean.
This has been amusing.
Oh?
To discover the most primitive races of my time now rule the galaxy. The Asari, the humans, the Turians.
There's also the Solarians.
The lizard people evolved.
I believe they're amphibian.
They used to eat flies.
They used to eat flies. How?
Commander, you may count on me. I am known as Javik.
Then welcome aboard the Normandy, Javik.
Geek is gonna play it and tell me how great it is, and then I'll be sitting here playing fucking Rune Factory Frontier. Struggling. I'm a failure.
Commander, you've got a new message at your private terminal.
That day in Clumsy, I assumed Special Share was joking when she said I had to type letters to form words. I want to visit the Citadel next time we travel. In my lifetime, it has been captured by the Reapers. And be an area where the embassies are located. I believe this concept of galactic control shared among races is a lie. Oh. Yeah, sure.
Those poor colonists on Eden Prime. First the Geth attack.
Yeah, and then they were attacked by Shepard as a collector. Fucking awful. They were like, oh god. He's still talking to me about it, too.
I found something.
Aw. Gonna be fuel. Oh. I didn't even pre-order it or anything. I don't even know what bonuses would be if you did. I was like, I don't need to buy it because I'm budgeting money, so I was like, I'll just save it for when I actually need to buy the game. Clothes or something. Well, Javik, why not? We can bring you in. And, Liara, since you're so obsessed. You just equipped with it. You know what? It's not super strong, but here, you can have your weapon. But it's like $64.79 after tax or something like that for... It's still that price. As far as I'm aware, their prices hasn't changed yet. At least what the Switch on like digital downloads is offering it at $69.99 or $59.99, and that ends up being $64.79 after tax. So there's still $59.99 for me. $69.99, I think it was, for deluxe. God, with this, I didn't get to see what I look like with this helmet on. Okay. Good, he gets pull and slam. Do everything. Enough for me.
Shepard, Cerberus strike squads have infiltrated one of the major cities on Benning. Initial reports indicated they were recruiting civilians, but further investigation suggests that the people are being taken against their will.
Of course, the Cerberus thing. I gotta get out of this armor.
We sent a recon team to investigate, and the Cerberus squads reacted by targeting civilians and public facilities. Officially, Cerberus is denying responsibility and condemning the action. They're either lying, or we're dealing with a rogue faction.
And innocents are caught in their crosshairs.
Not a helmet with this thing. I look insane wearing this.
Rescue lifeline to the rest of the city.
Approaching the drop point, Commander.
Copy that, Lieutenant.
The people down there are counting on you, Commander. Hack it out.
Again, I don't want to hack it out, but... to another multiplayer map for a really generic, silly side mission.
SOS request, Commander. The bulk are concentrated on the upper street.
Memories here in multiplayer. Good times. Now with helmet.
On my way. Keep me updated.
Roger that.
Oh God.
Diversion is working, Commander. Civilians are on the move.
Are they though? In with that. Yeah, now you're all fucked up. Now you're fucked up.
Upper streets are clear. Hold on, Commander.
What is it, Lieutenant?
I'm tracking civilians fleeing the city with Cerberus troops right behind.
Where are they?
Updating your nav point. You can intercept them there.
They won't know what hit them.
I mean, it does suck, but I'm not surprised if games go up to bump up because we haven't had a price hike for it in a while, and they're gonna use every excuse to get money because it's funny because, like, to some developers, sure, it's costing a lot more money to make games, but when it's something like EA complaining about that, or even anything when half their games are cut and paste still the same shit, and it's dumb. But some games, sure, depending on the quality. But we haven't reached the right amount of quality to probably hit that mark, because some games sometimes lack. Some games are really good and deserve the price tag, and there are still a lot of misses on those price tags.
Look! Reinforcements are here!
Try to stay calm.
What should we do?
Just stay down.
Go home.
Commander, more Cerberus troops are heading your way. If you can hold the line there, it'll give the civilians time to escape.
You heard him. We hold here.
I don't want to die.
But as far as I'm aware, that game's still normal. Most games are still in the 60 range. It's just the tax that starts to really get you, depending on areas.
Hurry, get to the landing.
Don't want to die.
Get out of here! There's nowhere to go.
A weird spot to go when they've been running that, coming out of that area. It'll be fine. I know, you don't want to die.
Let's go while we can.
There's
They only brought 3 dudes to fight him. It's crazy. Ow, man, that hurts. The closest I've been to dying, only because of a machine gun turret hitting me in the back.
Not letting you out of my sight.
Fuck off. Wow, that dodge roll threw off my throw. It was like, where to go? I don't know. They're everywhere.
You're clear. Go.
Hold the transport.
We're gonna make it.
No hostiles detected in the immediate area, Commander. Reinforcements are moving in to secure the evac route.
Good work, everyone.
I'll pick you up at the LZ, Commander.
Let's get out of here. We rescued some civilians. Slightly, you know, just a random generic little mission, but sure. Just want to make sure because my brain remembering things is crap, so I want to make sure there's any other hidden things I'm unaware of.
We're getting reports of continuing strikes against other cities on Benning.
Cerberus still denying responsibility?
Yes, and for once we're inclined to believe them. Gunning down innocent humans isn't their usual MO. Either way, the civilians down there have a chance now. We're solidifying a foothold and getting people out, then we'll move to liberating the rest of the planet.
I hope we can say the same for Earth.
One day, Commander. For now, we've got our work cut out for us. Carry on.
We'll try. You think we get on the Switch? It has it. Can't wait. It'll be crazy. Watch when the Switch or Nintendo just for some reason out of nowhere is just like, guess what? Fucking, gonna just out of nowhere pull out a new, stronger than other system hardware. It'll never be because they're always trying to be. They're always gonna try to do some kind of unique thing with their console, whether it's another handheld variant or something. Really care. I don't even care if the graphics aren't good. I just want a decent frame rate.
Commander, Chief Engineer Adams would like to speak with you down in engineering.
That's all I care about. I just want things to be smooth, or at least good enough. I don't even care if it doesn't hit 60 FPS. I know what I'm getting into when I play things on the Switch.
Do you ever feel awkward being the only Turian on the ship?
I don't know. Should I?
I
Okay.
just mean not having anyone else like you around.
Doesn't seem to bother the Yara.
Good to see you.
I mean, that's the only thing. Like, I really don't care for things like graphically. Because like with the Switch, the way Nintendo is, because it's a mixture of, I mean, I don't think it needed to be top down. Like Rune Factory, it's okay, but I'm fine with it not being top down. Whatever the camera wasn't for. It's okay. I think a change in camera's better. But I like Nintendo is always weird with not really weird. They like to just be different. Even if it doesn't work and it bites them in the ass. They want to do motion control. The Wii U was kind of a little rough. Not great. Had an interesting idea, just didn't work out well. It was a pain in the ass to develop for. I just think, you know, I understand the power and stuff isn't going to be that great, but that's usually what I expect when I get, like, a Nintendo game or console. All I care about is if it stays at a good 30, and if they can go higher, cool. If not, that's all. I just want a good frame rate. A decent, because it's like, it's better for the game to be smooth. Or even 30 FPS is still smooth to me on a console. I don't really care. I know people will bitch and be like, only 30, but like, I was in space. But, I don't know. I'm fine with all that stuff.
What happened to the troop station there?
Unknown, but no fuel means no fleet presence in this theater. The enemy will operate.
People will crap on Nintendo for a lot of, like, not being graphically good and all that stuff, but I'm like, as long as the game's fun and the game can run, that's all I care
We'll get
about.
to the bottom of this, Admiral.
I know what I'm getting into. It's like everyone who buys something on the Switch and it runs or doesn't look as good apparently does not realize what the fuck they're buying it on and what the Switch is.
Corporal Nyrek reporting. Captain Riley is on point waiting for you.
I thought he had a red mark. I was like, what the fuck?
How long have you served in this outfit, Corporal? Carry on. A treatment plan for...
I know, I'm not saying I'm not saying Nintendo made it. I'm just saying in general, people seem to forget that, like, Nintendo's consoles I'm talking about.
Radiation proximity warning, Commander. Avoid at all costs.
Well, I can't climb up the ladder, so I'm gonna die. I knew it was radiation, but I'd still dive it in. I'm stupid, but I know who makes Rune Factory.
Captain Riley?
Commander, it's an honor.
Commander, Captain Riley has me scanning the facility. It's a dual reactor system, so you'll have to break up into 2 teams.
Roger that.
The fuel rods for both reactors need to be unlocked before we can initiate a restart. Your route is blocked. Captain Riley's man is working to clear the obstacles.
Understood, Lieutenant. Got it, Captain.
Good work, Coslow.
Ready your team to hit Reactor 2, Captain.
Got it. We'll cover you till you're clear.
I was gonna say, I think you want me to shoot at it, probably.
Reactor 2, Captain.
We'll cover you till you're clear. We're locked and loaded, ready to move out.
Yeah, like, I'm fine. It doesn't have to be hyper-realistic and things like that. I'm perfectly fine with things, doing things. Like I said, it's just,
Directional guidance.
people...
Team 2 moving out, Commander.
People just get a little, like, I'm just saying in general, people seem to...
No more waiting. Take the fight to them.
Just stay
People
sharp.
just seem to forget, like, the fact that the console can even be played portable is pretty cool. No, I don't travel or anything, but it's still a neat thing and all that. So, like, there is going to be some hardware. Like, it's not going to be as good as the other consoles, but I think it's still pretty good enough. It does suck when things get a little framey and it's not as smooth, but, you know, as long as the game mostly runs fine, and then I'm okay with it.
Same situation here. I'll find a way to vent the area. This looks like ventilation control.
I'll look for a way to vent it. I found a vent.
Console now accessible.
Let's unlock those fuel rods.
Power is restored. System ready. Fuel rods unlocked here. Wait a minute.
Commander, Captain, tracking movement in your areas.
Defensive positions. Enemy inbound.
We're ready for them.
Oh, God. To be honest, I've I'm fine. Like, every once in a while, a really hyper-realistic style game is always fun to play once in a while, like having things look really good like that and beautiful scenery. But, like, even certain art styles that the Nintendo will have and what other game people make for the Nintendo are always pretty beautiful in their own way. And sometimes I just prefer it that way because sometimes when you try to go for those hyper-realistic stuff, things get really wonky or just weird at times, or it doesn't really add much. You know, Sony and likes to really jerk off about their graphics, but I mean, some of their games are really visually impressive, like cinematic, but sometimes that people think that's the big deal, and then the gameplay suffers, and then it's just like, what about the gameplay? Who cares? The game looks beautiful. Care? Want the game to fucking have fun in it. I just like games to have fun. Even if the graphics are a little bit suffering at times. Never really been that big of a graphics guy because I always end up having to run my games on lower quality settings anyway, due to my computer and trying to stream, or just the port runs poorly for me. I'm perfectly fine with a game not looking that great. As long as the gameplay's fine. And we got some smooth, just mostly smooth frame rates. It's okay if a dip happens now and then. That happens. I just want it to be mostly smooth. Like I said, I'm not that picky with frame rate. For God's sakes, I love Deadly Premonition. I played the fucking second one. That game runs at like 12 FPS.
Can't spare the manpower. Hunker down, Captain. You're on your own.
Nice knowing ya.
Huh.
Hold the line. Fortify right side defenses.
Oh boy, I'm out. Here you go. But I enjoyed the hell out of Deadly Premonition and things like that, so I'm not too picky on frame rate. I guess it also just depends on what game I'm playing. Like, that game, it's fine, but if I was playing like a hack and slash, it would be fucking miserable.
You're clear for the moment, Commander. Can't raise Captain Riley, but I'm
Yeah.
tracking some movement toward the pickup point. Finalize the restart, then we can rendezvous there.
Boy, some games are just fun. They're not even that graphically intense. Now, granted, they're never talked about. Like, no one fucking sits there at Game of the Year and all this other bullshit and talk about it, but they're really fun and, you know, and very underrated. Everyone just cares about the big-named IPs that are out there and not about a lot of the other things. I don't think Deadly Premonition would have been as great.
Commander, I'm the only one who made it.
Wouldn't have been as great if it had good frame rate.
Sacrifice.
It's an honor, Commander.
I'll honor her by kicking ass, Commander.
Good work down there, Shepard. Without that depot, the entire theater would be at risk.
What are the odds the Reapers will be back?
I'm allocating a task force to maintain and defend the facility. If the Reapers come back, we'll be ready.
Yeah, sure.
We'll make sure Captain Riley didn't die in vain.
She died doing her duty, sir.
I'll include that in my letter to her family. Hack it out.
More funding. Yeah. Yeah, if it didn't have issues, like certain games definitely can't get away with having issues. Some can, some can't. But mainly like games that you don't take itself that seriously, or at least it doesn't feel like it is. Because Deadly Premonition is like a game that's like serious but not. So it just works with all of its messes. It's only like one of the things that always annoys me when I watch people play games on stream and stuff is, or even YouTube videos. They'll start playing it, and then they'll bitch because like the graphics or the frame rate and things aren't to what they thought was gonna be. And I'm like, if it's on the Switch, clearly you're not gonna get a 120 FPS game. Like, I don't know what the hell you're expecting. Like, people are just that, or they expect realistic graphics, or the graphics are crap, and then they shit on it. Why it always just like drives me nuts, because people are just so hell-bent on like graphics. Frame rate I can understand, because it does get a little headache-inducing depending on the type of game you're playing, if it's really framey. It depends. Trying to play a game and the frame rate's so inconsistent can be a little bit bothersome, but like, everyone thinks graphics are everything. And it's my favorite thing to see is like when a game comes out and it's not that graphically impressive, but the gameplay is pretty solid. You're like, man, have fun playing your game from 2003. And I'm like, do you even remember what graphics looked like back then? Even then, like, what the fuck? The stupidest argument I've ever read. Like, complaint. People are idiots.
Commander, I've got a hail from Admiral Hackett.
Put him through, Lieutenant.
Shepard, we've uncovered a secret Cerberus lab, function unknown. We sent in a recon team, but they were forced to pull out before they got very far.
Yeah, I love the older graphics.
We think they're using the facility to wear.
It depends on the type of game and what I'm in the mood for and stuff, but for the most part, I'm not usually that picky with the graphics. It's just, again,
we're on it.
If there is frame rate issues, don't have it. Hopefully, it doesn't stutter and ruin the experience. And if it doesn't have frame rate, I don't care as long as I can play it and it runs. All right, I don't want another Resident Evil issue where it's just crashing my entire system all the damn time. Jesus Christ, I'm playing Stranger of Paradise at 30 FPS. Granted, it almost looks like it's in 28 FPS. I don't even think it's hitting 30. And then when you look at someone's face in that game, because the graphics on everyone's hair is like ridiculous, apparently. The way it's been coded,
on my way.
Kills the GPU to go to 100. It feels like someone just opened up like 10 bottles of champagne and Yakuza, and my GPU's gonna explode. That's why I like doing Classic Tuesdays, while I still have classic games to play, because eventually I might run out, because I only have so many. That's why I like doing it, because I like revisiting old games for some of their graphics. Some are really cool, and it's really awesome to see, because it's like crazy to think about how it looked back then and how good it was. Some games are pretty damn impressive. Like, even though the gameplay might be a little stiff and rough around the edges, like the Duke Nukem game that I'm playing, like, it's a little rough around the edges, but some of the animations of just, like, Duke jumping around are pretty fucking solid. The movement, everything's stiff as all hell, but that's what you expect. I like doing the classic things. I just didn't do it this week because I just really wanted to focus making some progress in games, and after my internet issues last night, I was like, fucking, no, I'm playing something and making progress without issue. Or as little issues as possible if I can help it. I know, eventually everything comes to classic. I just mean I'm gonna run eventually out of the things I own for the PS2 GameCube era. It's my classics. Those are, I mean, I know there's classic, like, retro now we call it for, like, Super Nintendo and things like that, but I'm really bad at beating, like, those older type games. They're really difficult. Now, again, unless I was, like, doing things with, like, a save state.
Stay tight. This could get rough.
You know, save state thing could help, but, like, either way, I'm really bad. So I usually stick to PS1, PS2, Xbox original if I have any. Like, I know there won't be, like, running out, but I can run out of the era that I really enjoy playing, because I only own so many, and there's only so many that I can acquire that aren't ridiculously expensive. Usually I'd go to the local one place and try to batch buy like a bunch if I have the money. If I see like stuff I want, but lately they haven't been open, so I haven't been able to go, and I don't know if they're having issues internally because I haven't seen them open. So I might not be able to buy as many anymore or get any for a while. At least not locally, without ordering. And some people will still start saying 360 at this point is classic and stuff like that. I mean, there's some games, because there are some very underrated games that people don't talk about that are on the 360 and PS3 that are not even mentioned, that are at this point classics, or at least underrated gems that will soon be called classics.
He is likely dead.
He'll make it. Let's just keep the landing pad clear.
Commander, had to go dark side to shade him. Coming in hot. Be ready.
We're ready for extraction as soon as you can get here.
But, you know, I only have so many, but for my PS2, Xbox, and PS1 games and GameCube, I only have so many, but you know, that's why I kind of went down to doing like one so I could focus it and not do too many at a time. One, and then also not overdo or also make my mind worried that I'll run out, even though there is no running out. But you know, in my head, I'll run out of the era that I enjoy. We'll get back to it next week, hopefully. As long as no surprises. Yeah, I mean, no officially, but everything's a classic. Mass Effect's a classic.
Commander, we've got our best engineers looking at the Reaper tech you secured from that lab.
What was Cerberus doing with it?
We
Fucking
don't know yet, but whatever Cerberus is up to, it can't be good. Even if we can't determine its purpose, we've disrupted
Mind
their
Jack's a
experiments.
classic.
I doubt they'll just close up shop.
Agreed. We'll keep sending strikes against the facility. Good work, Commander.
I thought about adding like a long game to the Classic Tuesday,
Messages at your private terminal.
but like, I don't know.